One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Pulls it in. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Makes a catch at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. The big fullback's got it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Rutgers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Throws it back. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Hall will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Right on the money. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They're setting up the screen. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Cummings. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Charging forward on the sneak. They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Wolverines head quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gossett. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hall to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Handoff to the single running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fights off a defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Cummings. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
1st and goal, Michigan.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Street. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Got the big tight end on the corner route. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Hall will throw it. Using his legs to buy some time.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They kick it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Handoff from the gun. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be brought down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They think there's room to run to the right here. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Perkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Working that left side now.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Hall to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The give to the lone running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his first man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Here's the heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Hall will throw it. Flips it out on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Cummings. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Street. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Hall to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. Got his man on the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. He'll do it himself on the draw.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. There's trouble, ball's out, and looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room.
The returner brings it out to the 38.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good enough for a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Cummings. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Potts. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. Got a little space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And some room to work. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give from the gun. Plows through the defense. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.